Shalom, shalom. I want to say all praises be to Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren, Akim out there across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked empire. So this video is going to be entitled The Promise made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that everlasting covenant that pertained unto the children of Israel, starting with the hopeful elect. So this is the book of Genesis chapter 17 verse 1. And when Abraham was 90 years old and 99, the Lord Yahweh appeared to Abraham and said unto him, I am the almighty power, walk before me and be thou perfect. Kind of that's the spirit all of us belongs in, striving towards perfection. And ultimately we achieve that perfection through the blood of Yahweh Shai. We are deemed as perfect through the blood of Yahweh Shai. But we belong seeking to serve the Lord in truth and sincerity, and in all things to the best of our abilities. Verse 2, Genesis 17 and 2. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and multiply thee exceedingly. Kind of that's exactly what the Lord did with Abraham. And Abraham fell on his face, and the Most High Yahweh talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. And Abraham, from Abraham came many nations. And even Israel, just the nation of Israel is likened unto many nations, because there's 12 tribes, and each tribe is likened unto a nation. But there's also other nations that came out of Abraham. That's not of the promise, but also other nations like Ishmael, you know what I mean, that came out of Abraham, and he had 6 other sons, I believe. You understand? But the covenant is what with the children of Israel through Isaac, through Israel, because Edom also comes from Abraham, the so-called white man, but it's not through Edom, it's through Isaac, through Jacob, which is Israel, that the covenant is established. The chosen seed is established, and Galatians tells you about that. It says in Jacob thy seed shall be called, or in Isaac. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Shall thy seed be called, because the chosen seed is through Isaac and then Jacob. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And it says through Isaac shall thy seed be called. Hebrews chapter 11 and 18, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called. And we know that the chosen seed through Isaac is through Jacob. So Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is our chosen lineage, the lineage of the covenant, the lineage of the promise. So this is the book of Genesis chapter 17 verse 5. Neither shall thy name any more be Abram, but thy name shall be called Abraham. For a father of many nations have I made thee, and I will make thee exceeding fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee. Kings came out of Abraham, the kings of Israel. A King David himself, man, the chief king of Israel, underneath Yahweh Shai. Ultimately, even Yahweh Shai is from that same seed line here upon earth. The seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, being an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, Yahweh Shai. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee in their generations, for an everlasting covenant. The covenant is the promise made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Everlasting. So this is our great hope right here. This is what our hope relies on, that the Lord will and has remembered the covenant, the promise that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee in their generations, for an everlasting covenant, to be a power unto thee, and to thy seed after thee. So we have hope through this. We have hope through the covenant made with Abraham. Down the line, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 105. Psalm chapter 105. Psalm chapter 105, verse 7. He is the Lord Yahweh, our power. His judgments are in all the earth. Exactly. So the Lord issues for judgments day in and day out. For 1 Samuel 2 and 6. Psalm chapter 105, verse 8. He had remembered his covenant forever, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations. What covenant is that? The covenant I just made with Abraham, man. Down the seed through Isaac, Jacob. Which covenant he made with Abraham and his oath unto Isaac. So Abraham, Isaac. And confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and the Israelites made that oath, man, during the time of Moses, Joshua. We made that covenant, of which we went off, which is commonly referred to as the Old Covenant, which is why we went off, which is why we're in the predicament that we are in today. All messed up and jacked up, fucked up, for lack of a better word. But guess what? The promise is that we're going to be brought back. And through that better covenant, that new covenant, man. You know what I mean? Where we're going to be made perfect through the blood of Yahweh Shai. You understand? Because the Lord already mapped it out. That we always was going to need Yahweh Shai to guarantee our perfection. Because Yahweh Shai is the man, man. Yahweh Shai is to be worshipped. Yahweh Shai is the first begotten. Which covenant he made with Abraham and his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant. So that's our hope right there, man. That everlasting covenant that was confirmed from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and still hold firm to this day. That's the promise. The promise of salvation. And it ain't no mistake why Yahweh Shai said what he said in John the 4th chapter. That ain't no mistake. That ain't no gimmick. That ain't no... Nah, it's truth. John chapter 4, verse 21. Yahweh Shai said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Why? Because she's not an Israelite. She was a Samaritan woman. A heathen woman. Which the heathens has no inheritance with us. The heathens has no claim with us, man. They outside, like Revelation 11 chapter tells you, the first verse. We totally and 100% above the heathen. They're not a part of the covenant. They're not a part of that righteous lineage. Yeah, in the kingdom they're gonna worship Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But still, we the first fruits. We the Israelites. John chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship you know not what. That's exactly the heathen. They worship rats. They worship cows. They worship rocks, stones, dumb idols. They worship men. So on and so forth. Ye worship you know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. So that wasn't a mistake when Yahweh Shai said that. Yahweh Shai, Matthew 1 and 21, say what? He's come to deliver his people, save his people. And so Yahweh Shai said that, man, because he is Yahweh Shai. So he would know. He would know what the Lord wants to do, man. Because Yahweh Shai said he came to do his Father's will. So he knows what the will is of the Father. And the will is of the Father is that salvation is of the Jews. The Israelites, whom he made a covenant with our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, down the line. And we are not abandoned. We are not forsaken. That's our Romans 11. We're not forsaken. Because Jake think he's forsaken. Jake think he's a Gentile. Jake think he's a heathen. No, we're not forsaken. The Israelites is not forsaken. You so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're not forsaken. We have hope. At least the elect. have hope. Because 2/3, well, you have hope too on the other side. But the elect, we for sure has hope. We have hope. This is the book of Romans chapter 11, verse 1. I said then, this is Paul speaking, Apostle Paul speaking. I said then, had the Most High cast away his people, Yahweh forbid, for I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. Come. So Paul saying, hell no, I'm an Israelite. The Lord ain't cast away his people. Hell no. Because that would make the Lord a liar, man. That would make Yahweh Shem Yahshua a liar. And he's not. Numbers 23 and 19. So going back to Genesis, he made that covenant sound firm, man. You understand? It was just made better through Yahweh Shai. Not by the law, but through Yahweh Shai. But that covenant still stands. The salvation still stands unto Israel. The promises still stand unto the children of Israel. The Most High had not cast away his people, which he foreknew. Can he foreknew us? Because everything is predestinated, man. Go Ephesians, the 1st chapter. Specifically 144,000. The Most High had not cast away his people, which he foreknew. Watch ye not what the scripture said of Elias, how he make it intercession to the God against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig down thine altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. Because that's the 2/3 of Israel, the wicked Israelites. But what said the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. That's going into the elect, the 144,000 right there. But the point being that, hey, the Lord has not cast away his people. Because that's a misconception that they push in this world, that the children of Israel is no more. No, that is not the case. Or it doesn't matter if Jew or Gentile, with no understanding. Because when the scriptures speak about salvation to a Gentile, to a heathen, Ephesians 2 and 12, 1 Corinthians, I think it's 1 Corinthians 12 and 2, goes into that those Gentiles, those heathens, let me read it, 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 2, you know that ye were Gentiles carried away onto these dumb idols, even as you were led. Come. So you were Gentiles, meaning in the past, because what? You were living like a Gentile lifestyle. You were living as a Gentile. You were keeping the ways of the Gentiles, but through the hope in Yahweh Shai, you were redeemed back. Through the men of the Lord, the Lord set up the men of the Lord, the apostles in this time, to bring you back, to reel you back in. That's spiritual healing. As Matthew 10 and 5. Matthew chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Yahweh Shai sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, the natural Gentiles, the Gawayam, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, because those Samaritans at that time, when you go into the history, the Assyrian king Shalmaneser, he had deported the northern kingdom, Ephraim, and the tribes, the northern kingdom tribes, to Assyria into captivity, and he replaced them with heathens, man. Different kind of heathens, Assyrians, Cushites, so on and so forth. And John 4 was Yahweh Shai speaking to one of those people that were inserted in that land by the Assyrian king Shalmaneser. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as you go say, and as you go saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and we continue in this legacy to this day, in the last leg of it. We're living in the last leg of this prophecy right here, man. Or sorry, this commandment, or this prophecy too. Because the kingdom of heaven being at hand is a prophecy, man. I said before it happened. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give, which is what we're doing spiritually. Cleansing and healing. We will cleanse and heal through the men that we saw from the apostles on down. They preach the word unto us. They're different teachers, elders, so on and so forth. We were healed, spiritually healed. Yeah, we still physically jacked up, but that's physical healing is to come. But we are spiritually healed. We were brought back onto that covenant. We were Gentiles Now we know that we will be Gentiles according to the flesh per se, but through the spirit we were Israelites. Through the lineage, to the actual lineage, we were living as Gentiles, but we were Israelites, man. Through the lineage, through the spirit, and the lineage, man. Now, this will continue in our legacy, healing our people through the spiritual healing, through the word, telling them about what the promise, the covenant that the Lord made with our people, made with our forefathers, going back to what? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Lord is not a man that he should lie, so the Lord is going to make good upon his promises 100%. 100% the Lord is going to make good upon the promises that he said. This is the book of Romans chapter 9, verse 3. Let me start at verse 4 straight to the point. Who are Israelites to whom pertained the adoption, who are Israelites to whom pertained the adoption and the glory and the covenants, the adoption, the glory and the covenants, and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High, and the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom as concerning the flesh Hamashiach came, who is over all, the Most High, blessed forever. Amen. So there you have it, man. So we have the what? The adoption, the glory, the covenants, and the giving of law, and the service of the Most High, and the promises. There you have it. So the promises belonging unto us, and don't let none of these heathens try to take your promise, man. Take your crown. This is our crown. This is our glory. Our glory is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob down the line. That's our glory. That's our heritage. Don't let these so-called, let me just call them, these Amalekites, these different nations claiming to be Israelites, Jews, take your heritage. No, may the real Jews stand up. May the real sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob stand up, which is us, man. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the hopeful elect, those of us that turn back to the Lord, that calling upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that recognize our inheritance, our covenant, the promises, that recognize that's what's to come, the salvation to come, that recognize Yahweh Shai. That's us. So the promises is on to us, the Israelites. So with that, hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Going to say our praises be to Abanawa Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone of Ruel, and shalom to the elect.